An historic African-American cemetery in Virginia is forgotten no more. A group of volunteers is working to restore Greenview Cemetery in Nottoway County. CBS 6 problem solver Caroline Colburn visited the burial ground where she learned about how it was rediscovered and about the cleanup effort now underway. She's here now with how you can help in these efforts. Caroline?
Well, Cheryl, it's taken more than a year to remove enough brush to be able to even recognize the area as a cemetery. And there's still a lot of work left to be done. But these volunteers are dedicated to making Greenview a place people from across the state can come and pay their respects to those who helped pave the way.
There's a lot of history out here.
In rural Nottoway County.
And there's a lot of history that has been forgotten.
Just a short tree line away from Fort Pickett.
Right here you have a headstone of a husband and a wife.
And a mile from Blackstone town limits,
Only he had to be enslaved,
lies this historic African-American cemetery that you'll have to search to find.
Why is it like this? It just didn't happen overnight.
Broken limbs, bamboo, trash, and overgrown trees cover the gravesite at Greenview.
Be like the Vietnam jungle.
Each headstone, a story that draws longtime Nottoway native Clarence Hawks Jr. in.
Can I show you another?
The African-American burial ground was established in 1901 by former slaves who saved up money to buy the land.
The Fitzgeralds.
It was an open cemetery where anyone could come out and lay their loved ones to rest.
This was during Jim Crow, and this was during segregation, and African Americans weren't allowed to mix in with Caucasians.
When relatives and those tasked with taking care of the cemetery died or moved away several years ago, Greenview was forgotten.
You couldn't even tell there was any graves.
Until last April.
This is the very first one I seen.
When veteran and Fort Pickett employee James Berkonowitz came across this headstone of a World War II veteran during his lunch break.
It bothered me because I'm a veteran myself, and they deserve more respect than what they're being shown.
After moving limbs and debris, Berkonowitz realized he was standing on a piece of neglected history.
I knew I had to do something.
So he reached out to the town of Blackstone and gathered about a dozen volunteers who now call themselves the Greenview Cemetery Project.
So we've been working on it for about a year and a half now.
In that time, they've held monthly cleanups, discovering more than 1,050 graves.
That's right, and it's still growing.
They even found a few new ones during our visit to Greenview.
Oh, I find them every time I come. I just found 4 more.
For 20 years, Louise Kaiser has helped connect families to their loved ones' burial sites through the website Find a Grave.
You see the guys in the desert with the dinosaurs and the little brushes? Well, same thing.
She and Blackstone Chamber of Commerce Director Beverly Ames used this binder to record information about the new graves discovered at Greenview.
She will find and put the headstones with the listing of their children here.
But the small group believes there are dozens of graves left to uncover, and they need more help.
It's overwhelming.
They'd like equipment to clear the land and additional hands to rake and clean headstones.
Many hands, light work, you know.
If they can remove the overgrown trees and bushes, there's a team of experts ready to come out and use technology to scan the field.
It would give us an idea of how many interments are actually in here, because so many of them are unmarked.
That's a person, that's a father, a mother, or a soldier, a dad.
From veterans to victims of Jim Crow era laws,
They put their lives on the line for our democracy.
the people buried here may have once been forgotten,
1954.
but this team is dedicated to making sure they're now always remembered.
Everyone's here for a purpose. My purpose is to leave this place better than I found it.
And one day soon, they hope this overgrown field will become a place visitors seek out instead of stumble upon. Now, there's another cleanup scheduled for July 16th at 8 a.m. And if you'd like to help out or donate to the effort, we have a link with more information at WTVR.com. Working for you, I'm Caroline Colburn, CBS 6 News.